It's now time for Crime in the DMV, where we bring you the latest headlines from the week. Thanks for watching. I'm Sierra Fox. We start in Maryland, where shots were fired into a crowded gym. Police are still searching for the shooter. The violence erupted Thursday night around 8:30 p.m. at the LA Fitness in Glen Arden. Fox 5's Josh Rosenthal has the latest details.
It's so sad that this has become more and more common.
Wow. So that means, I don't know, I guess we have to begin a search when going in now.
That's what we're hearing from members of this LA Fitness in Prince George's County after a shooting on the basketball court Thursday night.
It's a popular gym. It's one of the best gyms in the neighborhood. It's normally quiet. Everybody gets along in the community, but this is really sad.
Police tell us it all started with a verbal argument. Then they say one of the men involved was handed a bag with a gun. He shot the victim several times and got away through a side door.
At the time, the gym was very crowded. The basketball court area where the shooting took place. We're very lucky that we didn't have other individuals shot during that altercation.
Glen Arden Police Chief Regis Bryant says he personally is a member of this gym.
It's just sad, you know, that we have to experience something like this in our community.
The LA Fitness location remained closed Friday as police searched for the suspect who fired the gun, as well as a woman who they say handed over the bag that had the gun in it.
We just hope that the young brothers get it together and stop with this madness. It's just not safe for us anymore. All of us. It's not safe for nobody.
Now to the district with an update regarding the murder of a middle schooler who was shot and killed at the Brooklyn Catholic University metro station. A 16-year-old has been charged for the deadly crime and will stay in custody. But we've also learned the family of the 14-year-old victim, Avon Evans, has lost two other sons to violence in D.C., so we wanted to revisit that startling fact with them. Fox 5's Bob Barnard shares their story.
The 16-year-old was in court today, surrounded by family members, his mother, stepfather, grandmother among them. His attorney told the judge that the murder of Avon Evans was a spontaneous incident. The images of the suspect captured last Thursday at the time of the shooting. He is now charged with second-degree murder. He is being held at the district's youth services center, basically the detention center for juveniles in the city. The judge says she needs to protect the community, and so he'll remain there until his trial, and that date has been set for May 24th. The murder victim, Avon Evans, was 14-year-old, shot once in the chest last Thursday at the Brooklyn Catholic University metro station. He was on his way home from his middle school in Northwest D.C., the metro station in Northeast D.C. Avon was involved in a fight, but the accused killer was not part of it and apparently pulled a gun, fired a shot, hitting Avon in the chest. His family was in court, as I mentioned. His attorney saying that, look, he's got a supportive family, release him to them. The judge said no. Avon's father was here. We've heard from him, John Evans, earlier this week. After the hearing today, he said he is still planning his teenage son's funeral.
In Northern Virginia, the search continues for the driver responsible for a deadly hit and run. The community is now stepping in and even helped investigators discover a vital clue, the make and model of the vehicle involved. Fox 5's David Kaplan has this update from outside Fairfax County Police headquarters.
The hit and run happened at the end of December. 63-year-old Mary Wong was in the crosswalk coming home from work, her family says, when she was struck. 1 month later, in late January, she passed away. The incident happened in December at the intersection of Huntsman and Bridlewood Boulevards. At the time of the hit and run, police weren't able to fully determine what the striking vehicle was. They were just asking for help finding a car with front end damage. Police did, however, have a few fragments of a headlight, and they put out a call asking for help, and they got an answer from experts at a car-centric website called Autopian. After some investigating, they told police they thought, based on those tiny fragments of the headlight, that the striking car was like the one you're looking at right now, a 2008 to 2014 Dodge Avenger. Fairfax County Police corroborated the tip, and they tell me it's been a crucial development in the investigation. This is the car they are looking for. I just wrapped up a conversation with Mary Wong's son about all this. Take a listen.
It's been 3 or 4 months. I constantly tried to find new developments, ask the neighbors, talk to lawyers, talk to PIs. And unfortunately, it's just been very hopeless in that regard. Most things are erased by then. Most people don't want to take this case on because it's just very low likelihood of anything occurring. So just being able to see people at least make some movements for people like us who they don't know is very, very uplifting in a sense.
I also talked to Jason Torchinsky, he's the co-founder of Autopia, and he says they've done this from time to time, but he actually got a tip from a reader in this area, wrote up a story, then their community of commenters were able to narrow down that these small fragments were left over from a 2008 to 2014 Dodge Avenger.
This is the kind of geeky thing we like to do anyway, but the idea that it may actually bring some positive gain for someone who's in a terrible situation, like, a hit and run victim is awful. If we can do anything to bring any kind of peace, any kind of justice to this family, make them feel better, then I think all of us at the Utopian and all of our readers feel like we've done something worthwhile.
The family has set up a GoFundMe connected with all of this. They are continuing above all else, hoping above all else, to find the driver in this incident. If you have any information, you're urged to contact Fairfax County Police.
Now back to the district with a warning to shoppers. Watch where you swipe. A D.C. man's social media post is going viral and serving as a reminder that credit card skimmers are out there. Fox 5's Homa Bash explains.
The man just grabbing a few things from this Safeway in Georgetown says he spotted a skimmer while he was checking out. And his post about it is making a lot of people think twice.
I will tell you this, the next time I go to Safeway, I'll be using cash.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
It's pretty sketchy. I don't think it changes my willingness to shop here, but I'm definitely going to investigate before I swipe my card.
This happened around 6 o'clock last night. Check out John Perry Miller's post on X or Twitter. It's been viewed tens of thousands of times, showing what looks like a credit card skimmer next to the self-checkout kiosk at this Safeway on Wisconsin Avenue in Northwest D.C. John lives in the neighborhood and comes to the Safeway about 3 times a week. He says they call it the social Safeway because they're all here so often. But last night, he says he knew something was wrong when it was his turn at the self-checkout.
The keypad was sparkling, clean, like it was brand new, but the rest of the kiosk was, pretty well loved, as I like to say. I thought that was quite odd. And then so I sort of, felt it, and it was sort of soft, like a little, rubbery. And I realized, this is the skimmer. This is not like the actual keypad.
It's fairly easy to take off. The adhesive isn't that strong because of the reason when they come in, they put it in within a matter of seconds, and when they take it, they also do the same.
Safeway sent Fox 5 a statement saying they take these issues seriously. They are investigating. It goes on to say they've implemented additional controls and associate training to help prevent this type of activity in the future. D.C. police tell me a fraud theft call was made from the Safeway last night. If a report is filed, their fraud unit will investigate. By the way, this is a busy location, so John really wanted us to point out, if you shop here often, check your bank statements, your credit card to see if there's any unusual activity. And of course, investigators say it is safer to use your credit card, tap and pay, or use Google or Apple Pay to keep your accounts safe.
Staying in our nation's capital, the mother of a 12-year-old shot outside of his apartment complex is speaking out about the mass shooting in Northeast. The young boy is one of 6 people shot. 1 man died. Fox 5's Shamari Stone sits down with the victim's family.
Tonight, that mother agreed to talk to me face-to-face at an undisclosed location. She tells me that she and her 12-year-old son have moved out of the Carver-Langston neighborhood because they are concerned about their safety. She says her son is terrified, traumatized, saddened by what happened. He had just finished playing basketball with his 9-year-old friend, and they actually came here in their neighborhood to go to the ice cream truck. Suddenly, that's when the shots rang out. And you look right over here. This is one of the vehicles that was damaged. You can see a bullet hole right here on the front windshield. And if you move a little to the left over there, there's another bullet hole. And the driver's side window is also shot out, glass covering this car. Police are still looking for the 2 shooters who they believe jumped out of this light blue Toyota sedan with tinted windows and fired into the crowd on the 1100 block of 21st Street Northeast. And then this video shows the car speeding away with a marked DC police car with flashing lights following them. But the suspects apparently got away. The suspect shot 6 people. 29-year-old Aubrey McLeod died on the scene. 2 other men, along with a 30-year-old woman, the 9-year-old boy, and his 12-year-old friend survived with gunshot wounds. After the shooting, the 12-year-old's mother tells me a car hit him. Tonight, he's out of the hospital. Doctors removed, you say, this fragment from your 12-year-old son's thigh after he was shot. What's your reaction to that?
I'm just thankful that they were able to get it out and that it didn't puncture an artery, because that could have been detrimental.
Your son was out with his 9-year-old friend, you say. They had just finished playing basketball. They're about to go buy some ice cream, and then suddenly the shots rang out. I want you to describe what you heard.
It sounded like a machine gun. It was consistent shots. I panicked. The first thing that came to my mind was my son is outside. I got up, I ran, I was crying, and then the only thing I saw was blood pouring from his face, and I lost it.
Does this make you want to move out of Washington, D.C.?
It definitely makes me want to relocate to another state. Absolutely. The crime here is ridiculous.
Police want anyone with information about this shooting to give them a call. You can also call the department anonymously. In Northeast, I'm Shamari Stone. Back to you.
Well, that does it for this week's Crime in the DMV. Make sure you tune in next week to stay ahead with Fox 5 right here on Fox Local. We'll continue to bring you the latest updates.